Wagwan goodies, it's your girl Tony and Chantal. I want to welcome you guys back to my channel. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and go ahead and turn up that post notification because you don't want to miss any videos from me. So go ahead and check out my old content. Go ahead and give me thumbs down, and leave a comment, whatever floats your boat. Okay, so today's video I'm gonna be talking about signs of abusive/toxic relationship. So I want to start off by saying that when I came up with these 8 signs to go on my list, I made them from my personal experiences. So my list might not fit everyone's situation. It might be different because it's from my own experiences, and these are signs I feel like they were there and I didn't see them, or I completely ignore them. So I want to start by saying that I was once one of those person who was was judgmental or didn't understand why a male or a female stayed in a abusive slash toxic relationship. It doesn't matter if it was verbal or physical. I would always just question them, do you deserve better? Do you not know your worth? Why are you staying? Why are you going back? You could do better type situation. And I just never understood, and I would literally look at people across that girl, or do like what you doing with yourself? Get it together. Until I was in the situation myself. And from my personal experience, I promise you I will never ever judge a person ever again, no matter what, because you do not know what it's like until you're in the situation yourself, until you're in that person's shoes yourself, your own shoes. Never. And to begin, I want to say that no one willingly puts themselves in this situation, and no one is trying to play a victim. In these cases, people at times are unaware that they're even in and not notice the red flags, because more than likely in the beginning of the relationship is so intense, is so passionate. The relationship with this person seems so perfect. They seem so perfect. So it's not easy to tell in the beginning of the relationship will become abusive or toxic, because you don't know. No one goes into a situation, oh yeah, he's about to play me. Oh yeah, this is about to be abusive. Oh, yeah, he about to knock me out. She's about to slap me. She's about to disrespect me. No one. You go into this relationship open-minded, hoping for the best. You do not hope for the worst. These traits do not come overnight. They slowly start to emerge, and then they slowly intensify. You may or you may not see or accept the red flags when these traits start to emerge, but they are there. In this video, I will talk about signs that I have noticed from, again, my own personal experience and from a little bit of research that I've done. Yeah, literally that much. I don't yet. But anyways, here are the 8 signs that you are in an abusive/toxic relationship. Number 1, feelings of sadness and depression from your partner. And this is so important to me because from my experience, I can remember always being so happy. When I met this person, I was still healing from another person. So I think I put those feelings that I still had to the other person onto this new person. But slowly, I gradually started to become sad, and I felt it. And I just thought no one around me saw it, but people did realize. My mom realized. My whole personality did a shift, and it was not good. I was depressed. I was depressed. Although I was with this person, I was not happy. He knew the things that he had admitted to doing things, And he admitted to knowing that his actions changed me. And that's when I realized that he was not a good person. If a person knows that their actions or their words are hurting you, are breaking you, and they could see you every week, you are changing and you are slowly declining, but yet they keep doing the same things over and over, they're not good for you. They're not a good person at all. Let them go. Let them go, sis. Let them go, bro. Let them go. So that's really important to me. If you realize that you are sad constantly all the time, let them go. Like, let them go. It ain't even worth it because it's not gonna get no better. It's gonna get worse. Like I said, these traits will start to intensify. Number 2, if the relationship moved fast. So by this I mean he wants to see you every night, or he's always asking where you are. It's a month or so and he's already talking about he loves you and he knows you were the one from the beginning, and so on and so on. He's telling you all these fairy tale BS, and he's talking about all this nonsense that you shouldn't even be talking about in the first month or 2 months of even meeting each other, dating, whatever. They want to rush into a relationship with you. That is sign number 2. And that is important to me because this situation, it was so rushed and it was out of my control. And by this, he quickly developed all the power in our relationship. He had more control over the situation, over me, over a relationship, everything. And that was not a good thing. There was no balance. So if anything happened, I was always relying on him. And that was emotionally, physically, mentally, you name it, I was relying on this person. I needed this person. And it didn't make sense to me because I was never like this. Number 3, your partner begins to have a lot of input on what you should or shouldn't do. For instance, if you should take a job or not, or who can you hang out with, which one of your friends you can see or cannot see. They think they know what's best for you, and that they know you better than you know yourself. So number 4, your partner does not want you to hang out with your friends or is not eager to meet your friends. For instance, you make plans to go out and they have known about this plan all week. It's the day that you are supposed to go out with your friends, and your partner tries to convince you to stay home and be with them instead. Or third, to get empathy by saying they don't have friends. Or you go out all the time, but in reality, you are with them all the time. So I guess number 3 and 4 align with each other. So like I said, they would probably say, oh, I don't have friends, or you're always going out with your friends. You're always with your friends. Your friends this. You're always on your phone. You're always talking to your friends. You have so much friends, da da da. But in reality, you're always with them. You're always talking to them. You're all like, you probably haven't seen your friends in weeks or really checked in on your friends. So that's an early sign when they're trying to basically keep you to themselves and let you slip away for those friendships. Okay, so number 5, constant contact. By this, I mean they're always texting you, not giving you time or room to respond. Always calling just to make sure you are where you say you are. It will be a sweet message like, I love you, we have a great connection. You will, of course, think this is cute and just assume he or she is showing interest in you, but there's always a catch. So be careful. Number 6, sensitivity. Your partner overreacts over the littlest things. I mean the littlest things that you wouldn't even think twice about. Like a joke about them. You make a comment that they didn't like. They always try to turn things on you and try to call you out of things they are sensitive about, or they have low self-esteem in. So for example, if you are going to school in they aren't. They will tell you not to go to class or prevent you from going to class. They will insult you or accuse you of doing something that they are guilty of doing themselves. There will be a lot of double standards in the relationship. So again, number 6 definitely was from my personal experience. I was in my last semester of college, and there will be times where he will motivate me, like, oh babe, you gotta graduate, like he would try to say like he's a distraction for me, make me feel guilty for going to school, that he's a distraction for me. He doesn't want to take that away from me. He doesn't want my family or friends to be mad at the fact that I didn't graduate. I don't know why I wouldn't graduate. And like he just always made me try to feel bad. He would manipulate me into thinking that he wanted the best for me, but in reality he didn't, because he was not able to finish school himself. And I think he was the type to put on his faults, his flaws, and put them onto you. But in reality, he just couldn't accept that certain stuff happened for a reason. He couldn't accept that things just don't work out. And he just didn't want to, I guess, jealousy. Number 7. Blamer and very critical. They are, yes. This is really another big one for me on this list. They refuse to admit that they're in the wrong, even when they have knowingly done someone the wrong, and they put the blame on you by switching the attention off of them. They will say you did this to make them do that, or you weren't doing this, so they had to do this. They are always talking highly of themselves, talking negative about people around them. They expect everyone around them to be perfect, but the whole time they don't even understand what is going on in their head. They don't even know how to process an everyday crisis. Or number 8, this person cannot let go of the past. They always bring up their exes or times in their lives where they were doing extremely well for themselves. They always reminisce on the past, and are always comparing you to some other girl, boy from the past. This was this was a big sign that I should have ran. This was my first red flag. Was the first time we hung out. He would call them the B word. He just literally downplay them, everything was their fault, he did nothing wrong. And that should have been my number 1 sign to run from. To close, my final note is that if you have to tell your friends that he's a good person, he's a good guy, he's da-da-da-da, let him go. Let her go. From my personal experience, I always saw myself defending him, his actions. Every time he did something, I would say, but he da-da-da, he's this and that. If you have to do that, he's not a good person. Let him go. You shouldn't have to defend him. You shouldn't have to tell people that he's a good person. They should see it on their own. And if they're not seeing that, and let him go. It's not even worth it. And it's hard. It's hard to just say to let this person go, let them go. It's hard. Believe me. I'm still trying to let go. And I'm still trying to process everything. And it's hard because you have to do this healing on your own. But those are my 8 signs. If you guys have anything else that you think that should be added on the list, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, if you want to share your story, DM me on Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Share your story on the comment section. I would love to hear other stories. Because this is really sad to say, but just knowing that other people's been through your situation and have overcome it, it makes you feel better. At least for me, I'll definitely do a story time to go into details about everything that happened with me and this person. So stay tuned for that story time. Always to tell your friends, tell fit them friends, to tell fit them friends. Kano says, one love, we all family over here. Have a great day.